have you ever stretched the truth? For example, when I was a kid, I got sent to the principal's office a lot. Like a lot. What can I say? They just didn't think I was as funny as I thought I was. And they'd always ask, do you know what you did? And I always say, nothing. When really, I knew I did something. A little stretch of the truth. Well, Trump's lawyers are finding that doesn't work so good in a court of law.
I want to go back to what I asked you before. Your solicitation of witnesses yielded some affidavits from people, sworn affidavits, that you yourself determined are clearly false and spam, as you phrased it, correct?
That's correct.
If your process for gathering declarations has yielded sworn statements under oath that your investigation has determined to be false, that doesn't give me any reason to believe that your process is one that generates trustworthy affidavits. It simply generated affidavits that you can't prove are not true. That's not the same as being trustworthy. And anything else you'd like to say?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor. So, if you're keeping score at home, that is 1 win for Trump and 31 losses in court. That 1 win was allowing poll watchers to move from, hold on for it, wait for it, 20 feet away to 6 feet away. So now they're social distancing. Very safe with it. In Pennsylvania, a judge dropped the hammer on Trump by writing in his opinion that if they, quote, wanted to disenfranchise 7 million voters, that they would, one might expect that when seeking a startling outcome, a plaintiff would come formidably armed with compelling legal arguments and factual proof of rampant corruption. That has not happened. So, Kelly, at what point does all this song and dance by Trump start to actually do some real harm to our democracy?
Well, we talked about where there's smoke, there's fire, but not always. So sometimes you see a lot of smoke, you go, okay, well, there's, got to be something to that. I think they're simply just trying to create a lot of smoke around the process. These allegations are ridiculous. The lawsuits are ridiculous. They're being tossed like crazy. I mean, it's hard to keep up with the number of lawsuit losses each day. It's just, playing to the base.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's what it seemed like this whole time is they're either trying to, play to the base, keep Trump happy so he'll, go, show up in Georgia, which he's been tweeting nonstop and barely even mentions the race down there. So if you're a Republican, does he really care about the party or is he only caring about himself? You got to kind of wonder. And it's also seems like he's just trying to screw it to the Democrats and try to drag this thing out as long as he can and without any care about what it's doing to the legitimacy of our democracy.
I think that's something you can always count on, that he doesn't care about what it does to the legitimacy of democracy. I don't think that's in the current Republican playbook.
Nope, they seem way more interested in doing whatever it takes to hold power. And, not even caring about, it's not about the country anymore, it's about the party. And that's just kind of a sad place to be in, for sure. Because the thing that I think that people kind of don't get about this is that, we're trying to fight a pandemic right now, and there's big problems that we have for the future as Americans. I mean, the pandemic's causing some huge problems with our economy. There's automation on the horizon. There's there's a lot of big problems that Americans are facing, and we can't kind of turn the page until all this gets wrapped up.
Yeah, I think dragging this out doesn't do any real good for anyone. I think it's just a lot of political posturing and creating smoke where there isn't a fire. It's much ado about nothing. I think it's really what we're seeing here.
Much Ado About Nothing, yes. A book I've never read or a movie I've never seen, but hey, I'm sure that was way more entertaining than this. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for watching Citizen Pete. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, click that little subscribe button, maybe the like button, and hey,
maybe just leave a comment. You know, I want to know what you're thinking. What do you think about all the politics and news and all the stuff that's going on in our country?